What is it that we are inviting out of us today? What's been in sleep mode? Hey, Anna. Hey, Florence. Hey, Deb. What's been in sleep mode? What has been quietly inside that is ready to come out? Could be a really strong feeling. Could be anger. Could be excitement. It could be a deep longing for something. It could be the really wanting to make a statement about something. Whatever it is, and whatever it has to do with, there's so many things that we keep pushing down and pushing down. And hey, Derek, when we let what we've been pushing down come up, we expand our energy and then more comes through. So even if it's scary, even if it's uncomfortable, I want to invite you today as we drum to go in and into yourself and bring up what it is that wants to come up to the light. And it isn't always our light that wants to come out. But whatever it is, we need to let it out and let it come out in a way where we're giving permission. So that's what we're going to do today. So go ahead and give your body a shake, right? It's early morning, so you probably haven't been doing too much today, but our body stores a lot of energy. So go ahead and give your body a shake. Jump up and down if you want. Shake your arms out. Shake everything out. We store a lot of energy in our bodies. And sometimes in spiritual practices or spiritually focused practices, we're focusing on being still and meditating on something. And that's all fine and good. I do plenty of that. And in these times, we need to match our meditations with the movement. So give it a shake. Your body will be much happier with you, and so will your soul. So give it a shake and then come back to center. And take a deep breath in. Recognizing that you are here on this earth for a reason. There are no mistakes for who is on the planet right now. You are here for a reason, and it is an important one. So go ahead and claim some space, claim some knowing in this body of yours, and breathe down into the roots. Breathe out so that you can hear your breath, so that you can hear the wind, the gush of your breath. That's important. Hearing the sounds of your breath as it comes through your body. And we are working on bringing forth what's inside of us. And bringing forth what's inside of us requires that we are okay with being seen and heard. Hearing your own voice, hearing your own breath, hearing your own sound and your own song are all part of that. Breathing in, breathing it down, and connecting in with the roots. In the roots is nourishment, and in the roots is healing. In the roots is the ability to keep pushing forward through all of the layers in order to let something sprout. And sometimes it's hard, it's complicated, it's challenging to keep pushing through. And that's what we're doing. When we tap into the roots, we're tapping into the energy that says, I'm going to grow no matter what. Even if the first parts of this growth are painful, and even if I've got to bust up some ground to do it. Because that's what growth does. That's what the seedlings do. That's what all the trees need to do in order to come to life. And that's what we need to do for ourselves if we want to bring out what's been waiting to come out from inside. So go ahead and get your foundation in the roots and breathe down into them. We're going to listen to the drum. We're going to feel the drum. And we're setting the intention from a really grounded and centered and rooted place. We're setting the intention to see what it is wants to come out of us right now. Feelings, expressions, truths, fears, goals, lights, whatever it is that wants to come out is what we want to call up and call in out of us. Listening to the drum and allowing the drum to be an invitation from your feet all the way up to the top of your head. An invitation to call out and up and through you that energy that you have that exists in the roots. That energy to push forth, bring forth, and to grow and be seen as you move toward the light, toward the sun, no matter what. Breathing up. Go ahead and when you inhale, breathe up from the roots. As a matter of fact, before you do that, go ahead and send your roots down a little deeper, a little further, and make sure your roots are wrapping themselves around some of the other roots and root systems in the earth. And you can see that, feel that, hear that, smell that, however your senses allow. You're getting your roots deeper and you're tapping into the other roots right now. It's time to bring up some of that rooted energy up into your belly. And all it takes is a little bit of an intention and an inhale. So intend to bring some of that I'm going to live and thrive energy no matter what up through the roots as you inhale into your belly, and then breathe it up through your chest and out. Let's hear that breath. Let's do this on purpose. No quiet intentions here. We're going to be loud with our breath. So you're breathing up and out from the roots. Up into the belly, up into the heart, and breathe it out with a big gust. Pull in through energy from the roots for what you need to move forward. For what you need to bring out what it is that's been waiting inside of you. What it is that's been hiding in the shadows and is ready to be seen. Whether that is strong, deep emotion of sadness or anger, or whether it is an idea or a wish that you have been quiet about. We're breathing that up from the roots, the place that knows nothing but heading towards the light for nourishment. So inhaling up into the belly and the heart, and then breathing it out. By doing this, you are a conduit, and you are remembering that a conduit doesn't draw its source from itself. A conduit's job is simply to open to source. So we're opening up to source to bring through what it is that's been hidden inside of us. Everything is welcome here. All feelings, all experiences, all wishes, dreams, and desires. The energy in the roots supports you. Even when the other human beings don't know how, the energy in the roots knows nothing but growth. So on your next few breaths, as you're bringing up the energy from the roots through your belly and your heart and out, invite up and out of you what it is that you have been sitting on, what it is that's been waiting to come out. And all you're doing is giving it permission. Through your brain and your heart and your breath, you're giving it permission to come up for the next stage of its evolution, just like we're doing on the planet. We're doing that inside of ourselves right now. So see, feel, hear, smell, taste, whatever it is that is inside of you that has been wanting, waiting to come up. As you breathe up through the roots, you're going to breathe. You're going to let your breath catch it in your belly, and you're going to bring it up to your heart, and you're going to blow it out and give it life. Breathing it up. And doing it again and again and again. 3 more times. Breathing up from the roots, allowing it to open up and catch what it is that you have been keeping quiet so that you can breathe it out and up through you. With our roots, we weave into the web by bringing forth the things that need to come forth. The truth, the anger, the joy, the goals, the dreams, the wishes, the prayers, anything that you have been holding back on. Just pick one of those things and breathe it up. Breathe the roots up. Breathe it out into the world. This is the first opportunity, the first light, the first giving of energy towards what it is you want to bring into the world. First we see it, know it, then we give it permission to come through, and then we literally move it out of us. And we're doing that with our breath. Trusting and knowing in our hearts that our intention, magnified with our breath, opens a portal. All right. Good work, good work, good work. Breathing again into the roots. Thinking about what it is that you just opened up so that it can come into the light. So that it can come in and out and through you. And go ahead and ask yourself, ask your heart, ask your soul, what one little thing you need to do, say, write down, share with another person that will bring this piece of you that's ready to come out further into the world. You've brought it up with the energy of the roots, you've breathed it out. Now, what one small thing can you do, say, share, write, to move it a little further into the world? Might even just be telling somebody about it. Might even just be telling somebody about it. Take another deep breath in. Send it down. Open up your palms and welcome in the energy of spirit, creator, life force. Welcome in the energy of spirit, creator, life force. When you open up your palms, you say, I'm ready and I'm willing. You're able to give and receive when you open up your palms. You're welcoming in spirit and all of the healing and helping forces to help bring out one thing that's been waiting inside, one thing that is ready to come through. This is the time right now to bring through what hasn't been brought through before. And we can do this willingly, or we can have it pulled out of us, which is, you see, is happening on the planet. All the things that need to come out, all the truths, all the things that have been hidden are coming out. And so out of us as human beings, there are things that we haven't acknowledged. They could be feelings, they could be dreams, wishes, excuse me, things about ourselves that we haven't shared with other people. And it's time. And so the invitation here through this meditation was to pick one of those things, to gather energy in the roots, and to allow the energy of the roots, energy that knows nothing else but to grow, to meet you, so that you can do and say and be what you need to be to get that thing out to the world in a small way, because small turns into big in a pretty quick matter of time. So I'm curious what it was. If you feel like sharing, I'd love to hear just one sentence about what it is that you're ready to bring forth. What is it that wants to come out of you? And I'll share mine. What wants to come out of me more clearly is my commitment to talking about spiritual bypassing. Some people are familiar with that term, some people aren't, but it is rampant in white spiritual communities, and I want to talk about that and educate myself more on what that means so that I can make sure that I'm not doing it. And being vocal about that is sometimes a little anxiety producing, because a lot of white folks in the spiritual communities like everything to be nice and sweet and calm and positive. And that's just not how this whole thing rolls. So by, coming out and talking about these things, I definitely risk people being like, oh my God, she's angry. Or, oh my God, we're not going to follow her anymore, which is absolutely fine, because I don't really need anybody in my world who's not aligned. And it's also a pretty bold statement to start making. I've been making it, but I'm going to be doing it more. So that's my thing that came up while I was doing the drumming. What's your thing? What's your thing? Learning about Zoom? That's been waiting to come out of you, Barbara? Is that what you're saying? Okay. What is it? Not allowing yourself to get fully excited about things. Yes, get excited. If you need help, I'll help you. I'm the queen of excitement, Mandy. I love that. Yeah, let me see the whole thing. Okay, all right, taking your power back from your sister and saying it sounds like saying it, Constance. Yes, that's awesome. That is awesome. Cool. Yeah. All right. Rebecca, to surrender. I want to know what that means, because we're talking about bringing something out of you that's ready to be born. I want to know a little bit more about how surrendering brings something out. What is it that you want to come out? What do you want to surrender to? That's what I want to know. Yes, yes, yes. Pulling up gratitude. All right. That's awesome, Lisa. Clarity, organization, structure to more effectively manifest my work in the world. All right. But what is it that you want? Clarity. You want to pull up clarity. Got it. Okay. Be more confident in yourself. Okay. What is it that you will need to pull out for that? I love that y'all have intentions. And what is it that we're pulling up? Standing up for who you are. That voice wants to come out, and I love that. Pulling out, being assertive. One thing, Gloria, I want to know what one thing is that you can do. A little small thing to do that. Twin spirit. Nick, I think you might be saying two-spirit. Is that what you mean? Two-spirit? The balance of the masculine and the feminine, or the balance of the projective and the receptive. It doesn't have to be gendered like that. I think that's what you mean. Ooh, let's have a conversation about that. Connect more with your sister. Yes. So the vulnerability around that, maybe. Deborah, I'm just guessing. Sharing your gifts with more people, putting it out there. Woo, yeah. And what do you need to do? What's one thing that you could do, Cindy? that could make that happen. Because I can think of 10 things that she can do. Because that's my work, helping healers to get their work in the world. I love it. I love it. I love it. All right, speaking up the truth. Yes, Rebecca. One thing that you want to speak the truth up about is what I want to know. All right. All right. Yes, yes, yeah. Thank you so much for your willingness to share. Thank you. I love hearing what it is that wants to come out. It's it's exciting to me. It's super exciting to me. So today's Wednesday. We are doing Healers and Healing today. I've been this last couple weeks. Yeah, well, I'm always in here on Wednesdays at noon, unless otherwise. And I tell you, doing something that has to do with healing and healers. And because I've launched my sacred training for healers, which helps healers to have the confidence and the activation they need to take their work in the world. Because I've launched that, I've been focusing on the healers and healing segments that align with the things that are important in relationship to healers taking their work in the world. So last week I did a 3-part series in here called Amplifying Your Ability to Hold Space for Healing. If you haven't seen it, go back and track it. It's all in one post, 3 small segments that will help you. And then today I'm coming in, try to keep these segments 15 to 20 minutes. I'm coming in to talk about the number one reason, the number one thing that keeps you from being bigger. And I will tell you, it's not what you think it is. It's not what you think it is. Because if you knew what it was, you probably could have gotten over it already. But a lot of folks are having the internal process around going bigger and being more visible, being more seen. For healers, it is so on the top and so important and so something that holds y'all back. And what I have learned through my shamanic work, through some of the shadow work that I've done, and through working one-on-one with people for years, is that there's a different approach to the things that hold us back. But first, we have to have an understanding of what it is that holds us back. And so I'm going to be talking about that today, and then we're going to dive deep into it when we do the sacred training for healers, which starts on Tuesday. If you haven't heard of that, and you're a healer who wants to take your work in the world, you need to check that program out. I'm not going to be posting a ton about it. If you can't find the link, tag me and I'll make sure you have the link. Enrollment is still open. It starts on Tuesday, and we're going to be really taking a look at what it is that we need to do to activate and act on our purpose. So I'll be in here today, noon Eastern time, with the number one thing that prevents us from going bigger. And we got a good energy rolling here by utilizing the drum to bring up what it is that we've kept hidden. So your job for today, look at me giving you a job. Your job for today is to do one thing that is aligned with what it is you want to bring forth. It could just be sending an email to somebody. It could be meditating on it. It could be telling somebody else what your plan is. When we say what our plan is and we share it with other people, we bring it to life. We brought it to life with the support of the roots this morning, right? We brought up the root energy and brought it to life with our breath. That matters. That makes a difference. I'm telling you, that's an activation right there. It's your job to move forward and take it further into the world. You can do that or you can stuff it back in. But like I said before, the stuffing in of the things that want to come out only lasts so long. If you keep stuffing, it's going to keep trying to come through. And when things want to come through, they make sure they come through, or they cause incredible amounts of pain until they come through. So let it through, let it through, let it through. I'll check back in with you at the end of the day to see how it went, to see what you did. I'm all about accountability, folks. I'm all about saying we're doing something and doing it and then talking about it, why we didn't do it if we weren't able to do it. So yeah, anyway, I like to keep it real here. Thanks for joining us. If you're just joining now, I come on 7:30 a.m. Eastern Time with a meditation or activation for us to start the day. And everything that I do is power packed. So when you show up for a meditation, expect to show up for some to have something wake up inside of you, because there really is no time to waste. All right, I hope you have a beautiful day. Thanks for joining me here, and thanks for letting me know you're here. It's important to know who's watching these segments. Have a beautiful day. Bye for now.